Now on to my final words about this season potentially. If I don't put out a video on week 18, Dak likely can't win a Super Bowl. I imagine we're going to. Now I'm not saying we can't win a Super Bowl this year. I just don't think Dak's gonna be the reason we ever win a Super Bowl. Our rushing game is hit or miss with or without CeeDee Lamb. Or not CeeDee Lamb, with or without Tony Pollard. It just fluctuates. It depends on the team. Yeah, I just think our rushing game is inconsistent, mostly because of the line having to make changes. But I don't think Pollard is like this godsend band-aid that's going to fix the rushing game. I think our defense is struggling in terms of scoring and yardage due to our lack of pressure. That's really where our secondary was helping. Was our pass rush was so fucking dominant that you could not the Eagles or like teams just couldn't go through their reads. They had to make split decisions, and that helped with the turnovers. Now, the thing is, our defense has proven its prowess in getting turnovers, and even doing so when we're not getting pressure on the quarterback. So that's where the confusion comes. No, not the confusion. That's where the optimism comes. Because if we're getting turnovers without putting pressure on the quarterback and getting sacks, and then yeah, I think if our pass rush comes back and we're getting the turnovers that we've been getting, our defense can drag Dak Prescott, Mike McCarthy, and Kellen Moore to a Super Bowl victory. And I really don't want that to happen. I want Mike McCarthy gone. I'm not filled with confidence in what he has given us. I don't see him as a Super Bowl winning head coach. I think Aaron Rodgers carried him when he had the talent to. And I think we are back where I think he has shown what he is. And I don't think that's a head coach who can win Super Bowls. I think our Lions will eventually come into form if we make a deep run into the playoffs. We're going to have some time to get them on the same page with this injury recently. We're going to have a game to go in, a pretty easy game that we can use to get into form and then start rolling into the playoffs. I do believe that our Lions will come back to where they were at the start of the season, though our offensive line has not been great all season. And I think that our defense is going to, quote-unquote, look bad in the playoffs. I don't think we're going to, get dominated by offenses, but I think people are going to talk a lot about how our defense has been playing really bad, even though they're forcing turnovers at opportune times, getting stops at opportune times, and really only giving up scores when they get put back on the field after a short time. Our offense is definitely going to look inconsistent. It has all year, from drive to drive. It just, like, sometimes we can get downfield at will, sometimes we cannot get downfield at will. That's just how our offense is right now, with Dak Prescott at quarterback and Kellen Moore as the play caller. Maybe Kellen can change it up, but I imagine this is what we're going to be dealing with. And to end this video off, I think we're only at jeopardy of losing to the 49ers until we make the Super Bowl. Other people think the AFC isn't as strong this year. I think the NFC is just absolute dog shit this year. I think it's dog water. I don't think the NFC is gonna win the Super Bowl this year. I wouldn't be surprised if Patrick Mahomes gets another Super Bowl and Super Bowl MVP, or if Joe Burrow gets his first Super Bowl and Super Bowl MVP. Even Josh Allen has the chance. He can be inconsistent, but he has that ceiling like everyone else. So that's going to be all for me for this video, guys. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.